Hey there, everybody. Thought I would try something different for me, but it's been seems to have been a popular thing to do on videos lately for some folks, and that is what is called a picture replay. Seen it done several channels under several different games, whether it be inside pitch, whether it be payoff pitch, history maker, so forth. So I thought, why not try it myself just to see how it turns out? And I was trying to figure out which pitcher to do, and then I thought about some of these older Strat cards that I had, and I said, I never get a chance to play these things. So I went back to 1984, and of course 1984 is the season the Cubs went to the playoffs for the first time in many years, and came one game away from the World Series. And one of the key acquisitions for the Cubs mid-season was the trade for Rick Sutcliffe from Cleveland to the Cubs. And then once Sutcliffe got there, he ended up going 16-1 with a 2.69 ERA. So I thought, why not? Let's check the Rick Sutcliffe replay and see how that turns out. So I've got things set up here for game one of the Sutcliffe replay, the first game he pitched for the Cubs against the Pittsburgh Pirates at Wrigley Field. The 84 set is set up in advanced only. There are no ballpark effects. There are no clutch effects on any of the cards. So we're just going to strictly be doing advanced only for fielding and for no ballparks or anything like that. So it's keeping it pretty simple as best we can. I am using the as-played lineups, and so we'll see how this setup works. Got the, of course, Sutcliffe card there, the pitcher card, the batter card for who's at bat, and I think it comes, at least when I'm looking through the camera now, it looks like you can see both the cards pretty clearly, and hopefully I can roll the dice so that they fall in the infield here so you can see it. So leading things off for the Pirates will be center fielder Marvell Wynn. He's leading off against Sutcliffe, and this Sutcliffe 1984 replay is underway. We get a 5-8 against Sutcliffe. A lefty is Marvell Wynn. 5-8 against a lefty for Sutcliffe is a strikeout, and he's off to a great start. So Sutcliffe puts the whiff on Marvell Wynn. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. Sorry. So I'm hoping I can speak through this without choking and gagging too much. That's why I haven't done a video in about 4 or 5 days, is because I've been fighting this cold. All right, here's Lee Mazzilli. He is the right fielder. I'm sorry, he's a left fielder in today's game. Switch hitter. And that's a 5-12. Sutcliffe against a lefty. 5-12 is a ground ball, first base C. Handled by Leon Durham. That's 2 away. 2 up, 2 down for Bill Madlock, third baseman. See what Madlock can do against Sutcliffe. It's a 1-8. This time we're off Madlock against a righty. 1-5 is a single. 6-20 will be a line out to short. And that's a 5, so it is a single for Bill Madlock. So Madlock, a 2-out single, keeps inning going for power hitting first baseman Jason Thompson. Sutcliffe facing Thompson. It's a 3-5. 3-5 for Thompson against a right-hander. It's a ground ball, second base. Hey, would have been a double play, but there's already 2 outs. So it's a simple 4-3 ground out. And the Pirates go quickly, or rather quickly, here in the first. No damage done. We go to the bottom of the first. It is Pittsburgh nothing, and the Cubs coming to bat. And on the mound for the Pirates will be left-hander John Tudor. And the first man up for the Cubs will be center fielder Bob Dernier. So Dernier facing the lefty Tudor. It's a 6-6 off of Tudor against a righty. It's a ground ball, shortstop X. And again, we're doing the advanced versions only because that's the way the cards are set up. Shortstop is Dale Berra. He's a 4. And that's a 4. So checking our defense, 4 and a 4 is a single with 1 star, but nobody's on base, so it doesn't matter. But it's a single for Dernier, which makes it interesting because Dernier is a double-A stealer. And in the advanced version, you don't have to worry about jumps or anything like that. You just check into the standard procedures. So if we want to have him steal, he starts out a double-A stealer. He's going to start out as a 17, and then we got a couple of reductions. For being held, he's a -2, which drops him to a 15. And then we look at the catcher arm, and the catcher arm, the pitcher hold rating is not involved, but the catcher arm is, Pena's a -3, so that's going to drop him from a 15 down to a 12. And do they want to run on a 12 for Dernier? Let's see. You know what? They're going to, with the big guys coming up, they're going to let Dernier stay there. And coming up to the plate now is Ryne Sandberg, MVP of that season for 84 for the Cubbies. Here's Sandberg. 4-6 against Tudor. That's ground ball second base X. That's going to be Johnny Ray. He's a 3. And that's a 15. 3 to 15 might be a double play. Nope, it's a 3 to 15 is a ground ball C. So actually, Sandberg's going to advance the runner. Rounds to Ray for 1 out, but Dernier does make second base. It's kind of acted like a sacrifice. So he's in scoring position with 1 out for the Sarge, Gary Matthews. And that's a 6-7 against Tudor. That's a fly ball to left field B, and that's out number 2. So 2 down, runner still at second for Keith Moreland, the right fielder. And that's a 1-7 against a lefty. And that's a strikeout. 1-8 would have been a home run. 1-7's a strikeout. So Moreland going for the downs. Did not get it. And what started out promising for the Cubbies turned out to nothing. And we go to the second. No score here at Wrigley. Although there are no ballpark effects, so you're not really going to sense the effect of Wrigley per se. Sutcliffe back on the bump. And leading off for the Pirates will be Johnny Ray. Switch hitting second baseman. That's a 2-3 against a right-handed pitcher, and that's a pop out to first. 1 away. That'll bring up the catcher, Tony Pena. So Tony Pena steps to the plate. We get a 2-8 for Pena, and that is a ground ball to short. That's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Doug Frobel. Now, I am using as-played lineups, but the one player the Pirates did have in their starting lineup, Benny DiStefano, I don't have a card for, so Doug Frobel is taking his place. Everything else are the actual lineups. We get a 5-8. So Sutcliffe against a lefty, 5-8 is a strikeout. So I did substitute a left-handed hitting DiStefano for a left-handed hitting Frobel, so no matter who the batter was in this case, it would have been the same result. So that certainly didn't alter anything there. And the Pirates go in order, 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the second, still no score. And for the Cubbies, it'll be the Penguin, Ron Cey, to lead off against John Tudor. Ron Cey. 1-9 against a lefty is a split chance. 1 to 10's a single. 11 to 20 is a line out to short. It's a 13, so he's going to line it to short. 1 away. And Cey is gone. Now that brings up Jody Davis-Eyes, the catcher. Power hitting catcher. 6-9 against Tudor. Against a righty. Look at that. A 1 to 3 is a triple. 4 to 20 is a double. Can Jody Davis get a triple? That would be very improbable. And he didn't. He got a double, which is good enough for him. So Jody Davis, a 1-out double. That brings up the bull, Leon Durham. He was dropped to 7th in the order facing the lefty. So Durham doesn't hit lefties quite as well, so they dropped him in the lineup. 6-7 against Tudor. Against a lefty is a strikeout. So there you go. 2 down, and that brings up Larry Boa. Now they could walk Boa and pitch to Sutcliffe, but they're going to go ahead. Boa's not a very good hitter, so they're going to go ahead and pitch to him. 5-6. Tudor against a switch hitter batting right is a pop to first, and the inning is over. So the 1-out double by Davis comes to naught, and after 2 complete, we are still scoreless. Okay, top of the third, and it's Dale Berra, the shortstop, leading off. It's a 2-7. 2-7 against a right-hander is a strikeout, and Berra is out on strikes. 1 away. That brings up the pitcher, John Tudor, and he's hitting off pitcher hitting card number 3. So he's using pitcher hitting card number 3. It's a 2-9, and that's going to be a strikeout. so that's 2 away. Sutcliffe now 4 strikeouts in 9 batters faced. And that's going to bring back the top of the order and Marvell Wynn. Wynn struck out his first time up. 5-5 against a lefty is another strikeout. So Sutcliffe strikes out the side here in the 3rd. Easy pickings there. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score. And now Sutcliffe will lead off, and he's hitting off of pitcher hitting card number 4. So slightly better than what Tudor had, but still probably not the greatest. So Sutcliffe against Tudor. It's a 6-6. Sutcliffe bats. He throws right, but he bats left-handed. So Tudor, it's a 6-6 against a lefty, and that's a strikeout. 6-6 against a righty would have been a ground out to short with an X, but I know for a fact that Sutcliffe batted left-handed, so he is out of there. So we go to the top of the order, and Bob Dernier. Dernier singled, but was stranded at second. 3-6 for Dernier against a lefty is a fly to center, and that's 2 away. So 2 up, 2 down, and that brings up Ryan Sandberg. 2-4 for Sandberg against a lefty is another fly to center, and that's going to end the inning. So 3 innings in the books, but not a whole lot going on. We go to the 4th, it's still no score. And leading things off for the Pirates will be Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli grounded out to Durham his first time up at first. 1-5 against a righty is a ground ball to short handled by Boa. That's 1 away. Brings up Bill Madlock. Madlock, the only hit of the game for the Pirates so far. Ooh, that is a 6-4 against Sutcliffe. It's catcher X. Jody Davis is a 2 catcher. That is a 14. So a 2 and a 14. 2 and a 14 for the catcher. Pass ball and pop out, but nobody's on base. It's simply a pop out to Jody Davis. 2 up, 2 down for Jason Thompson. So far both pitchers on their game. 4-7. Sutcliffe against a lefty. 4-7 is a split chance. 1-2 is a single. Anything else will be a liner to short. That's a 5. So that is a liner to short. Innings over. So Pirates go in order. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. John Tudor back out there. And he's going to be facing Gary Matthews. So Matthews fly to left his first time up. That's a 2-12 against a lefty. Ground ball to short. Handled by Barra. 1 away. Brings up Keith Moreland, right fielder. Moreland struck out his first time up. That is a 3-11 against a lefty. And that's a line out to third. Madlock snagged it for out number 2. Brings up the Penguin, Ron Say. He lined to short his first time up. 1-6 will be a walk. So 2-out walk to Ron Say. Brings up Jody Davis, who had that double his first time up. So if he does it again, that could be a run. And we get a 2-3. 2-3 against a lefty is a fly ball to right field, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing for either team through 4 innings. The wind must be blowing in or something, theoretically. We go to the 5th. It's still no score. And Johnny Ray leads things off against Sutcliffe. As we're at the... and Ray popped to first his first time up. 4-6 against Sutcliffe, against the switch hitter batting left. 4-6. One's a double. Anything else is a single. So Johnny Ray's going to get a board, just a matter of how, and it is a single. So leadoff single for Johnny Ray. Now, what about Ray and his running? He's only a C stealer, so he's not going anywhere. Tony Pena, the batter. Pena, a 3-8 against Sutcliffe. Against a righty, 3-8 is a ground ball third base A. That's a 5-4-3 double play. And 2 quick outs, so perhaps maybe should have had a hit and run or something going, I don't know. But Pena hit it right where Say was standing. Easy 5-4-3. Here's Frobel. 2 outs, bases empty. 1-5 against a righty. Oh, he just missed a home run. 1-4 would have been a homer. 1-5 is a fly to center. And again, the Pirates go quietly. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still no score. Neither team's able to do anything against either pitcher. Brings up John Tudor back to the bump. And he'll be facing Leon Durham, the bull. Struck out his first time up. It's a 5-6 against a lefty. 5-6 is a fly to center. So that's 1 away. Brings up Larry Boa, followed by Sutcliffe. Boa, 5-8. 5-8. Tudor facing a switch hitter batting right. 5-8 is a line out to second. Snagged by Johnny Ray. 2 down, and now it's Sutcliffe off pitcher hitting card number 4. And that's a 2-5. 2-5 is a ground ball to second. Handled by Ray. Innings over, so 5 innings in the books. And neither team seems like they want to get a run across the plate. We go to the 6th. We're still scoreless. And for the Pirates, it'll be Dale Berra, number 8 hitter, to lead off. Berra struck out his first time up. Tudor to follow. That is a 3-7. 3-7 for Berra against a righty is another strikeout. So 2 up for Berra and 2 strikeouts, and that brings up John Tudor, pitcher hitting card number 3. That's a 4-7. Sutcliffe against a lefty. 4-7. 1-2 is a single, and 3-20 is a line out to short. And that's a 3. It barely got it. So barely snagged there by Boa, but that's 2 outs. And we've got the top of the order, Marvell Wynn. Wynn is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. 5-10 for Sutcliffe. He's going to strike him out again. So that's the hat trick. That's the hat trick for Mr. Marvell Wynn. So Wynn is a loser this time, as he was the previous times. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still no score. Top of the order coming up for the Cubs. It'll be Bob Dernier. So this is the part of the order you think they want to make hay with. Bob Dernier, followed by Sandberg and Matthews. 6-9 against a righty for Tudor. 1-3 is a triple. 4-20 is a double. So they found that 6-9 weak spot. And that's a 17, so it's a leadoff double for Bob Dernier. He's now 2 for 3, a single and a double. So the leadoff double there, and that brings up Sandberg. It's a 5-9. 5-9 against a righty. It's a pop-up to short. So that's a big out. No runner advancement. Keeps that runner at second for the Sarge, Gary Matthews. So 3-6 against a lefty. 3-6 against a lefty is a single to center field. Single to center field. No, I'm sorry, I was looking at 2-6. 3-6 is a possible home run. 1-18. And anything other than a 19 or 20, we got a 2-run homer. And it's a 19, but it's still going to be a double. And that will make the first run of the game. Sorry about that. I'm trying to clear my throat. Probably should have paused the video, but oh well, it's real life. Alright, so Matthews doubles. Puts the Cubs ahead 1-0. Here's Keith Moreland. They're looking for more. 1-9 against a lefty. And he might have found some more. 1-4 is a home run. 7-20 is a double. So all of a sudden they're breaking loose here in the 6th. That's a 13, so that's going to be a double. So 3 doubles in 4 at-bats. And we got 2 runs across the board for the Cubs. They lead it 2-0. Now the Pirate bullpen might start to loosen. Here's Ron Say. He's trying to keep it going here against Tudor. That's a 5-5 against a right-hander. It's a fly out to right. Fly out to right field C for out number 2. And runners, of course, will hold on that. So 2 down for Jody Davis. That's a 4-6 for Tudor against a righty. Is a ground ball second base X. That's Johnny Ray. He is a 3. That's a 20, so that's a good play. Inning's over, but the Cubs pick up 2 runs thanks to 3 doubles in the inning. And after 6 complete, it's the Cubs 2 and the Pirates nothing. And the way Sutcliffe is pitching, looks like a humongous lead, but we shall see. Let's look at Sutcliffe's fatigue rating. He's got an 8, so he's good to go for 2 more innings at least before he gets a point of weakness to worry about. Lee Mazzilli steps in, and for Mazzilli, he's 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. 1-7 for Mazzilli against a righty is a strikeout. So, yet another strikeout for Sutcliffe. He's just racking those things up today. Here's Jim Morrison. I'm sorry, Bill Madlock. I don't know where I got Jim Morrison from. Bill Madlock. 3-6. No, I was not thinking of the Doors. 3-6 for Madlock is a ground ball to short. Boa handles it. 2 away. Wish my throat and voice were better, but it is what it is. Here's Jason Thompson. 5-8. Sutcliffe against the lefty. 5-8's another strikeout. So Sutcliffe just rolling along here. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. It's Cubs 2, Pirates nothing. Now for Tudor, he's going to start his point of weakness inning right now because he has a 7 on his point of weakness rating. So he's got to be careful. The bullpen is, of course, going. Don Robinson is loosely in the Pirate bullpen, right-hander. So here's Leon Durham. So 3-3 for Durham against a lefty is a ground ball to second. Handled by Johnny Ray. And Durham's 0 for 3. That's why he was batting so low in the order. Here's Larry Boa, number 8 hitter, switch hitter. He's 0 for 2. 1-11 against a lefty is a pop out to first, and that's out number 2. So Boa has popped out to first twice and lined to second. He hasn't gotten the ball out of the infield. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, it'll bring up Sutcliffe off pitcher hitting card number 4. And we're off of Tudor anyway. 4-4 against a lefty is a walk. So how about that? Because remember, Sutcliffe throws right, but he bats left. So it's a 4-4 against a lefty, and that's a walk. So a 2-out walk to the pitcher, Sutcliffe. And that'll bring up Dernier. And that's 1 strike against Tudor's rating, fatigue rating. 2-5 against a lefty for Dernier is a ground ball to short. And the inning is over. So we go to the 8th. It's still 2-0 in favor of the Cubs. And for the Pirates, they will send up Johnny Ray to lead things off. And this is Sutcliffe's point of weakness inning, the 8th. So keep an eye on him. It's a 1-7 for Johnny Ray. 1-7's a ground ball to first, but looks like Sutcliffe is not worried about that right now. He seems to be taking care of business. Here is Tony Pena. It's a 6-7. 6-7 off of Sutcliffe is another strikeout. So Sutcliffe keeping it going, showing no signs of fatigue whatsoever. Here's Doug Frobel. That's a 4-6 against a lefty. And it's a 1 for a double, and 2-20 is a single, so there will be another hit off of Sutcliffe, and it will be a 2-out single for Frobel. Brings up Dale Berra. So Berra stepping to the plate, and I wonder if they might pinch hit for Berra. See who they might have. I think they will. I think they are going to pinch hit for him, because he's a pretty weak hitter. So they're going to turn to Jim Morrison. As I was mentioned earlier by mistake, Jim Morrison, there he is. He's going to pinch hit for Barry. He's also going to stay in and play shortstop as well. Not as good defensively, but a better hitter. So Morrison giving it a go. One four from Morrison is a fly to left, and the inning is over. So even the pinch hitter Morrison didn't seem to help out at all. Dale Bear on a 1-4 would have grounded to short, so that wouldn't have been any good either. So no matter which way you went, there was a no-win situation there. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. And with right-handers coming up, Pirates will go to their bullpen as Tudor goes 7. Quality start, just no run support. And we'll check their bullpen, and it looks like they're going to bring in Don Robinson, the guy I mentioned earlier. So Don Robinson is in 84. He was 5-6 with a 3.02 ERA, and he was the first relief pitcher used in the real game. So I'm just kind of going down that list. So he takes the place of Tudor, and he'll be facing Ryan Sandberg to start the bottom of the 8th. Let's write in those particulars, as well as the fact that Morrison is now the shortstop. Alrighty, so we close the book on Tudor at 7 innings. Alright, so Ryan Sandberg leading off against Robinson. It's a 4-8. Robinson against a right-hander. A 4-8 is a strikeout. Sandberg out on strikes. Here is Gary Matthews. 4-9. Robinson is a walk. So Matthews with the 1-out walk. Brings up Keith Moreland. 2-5 for Moreland against a righty. It's a ground ball shortstop. Hey, that's a double play. 6-4-3. And that's going to end the 8th. So we go to the 9th. And Sutcliffe's going to try to finish it out, although Lee Smith is ready in the bullpen if needed. But they're going to at least give him a chance to get the complete game, if at all possible. Scheduled hitter is Robinson, but he's going to be called back for a pinch hitter. And they're going to use Lee Lacy, I believe. Yeah, Lee Lacy is your pinch hitter. He hit .321 on the season. So Lee Lacy will come in and pinch hit for the Pirates for Don Robinson. He goes 1 inning of shutout relief. So Lacy in the pinch hit. And Lee Smith is in the bullpen loosening and pretty much ready when he's called upon, but they're going to give Sutcliffe a chance to finish it out. Here's Lee Lacy against Sutcliffe to start the 9th. 4-7 against a right-hander. 1-10 is a single. 11-20 will be a liner to Sandberg. It's 12, so Sandberg snags it. Nice play by Rhino. 1 away. Back to the top of the order, and Marvell Wynn. Whoa. 1-9 for Marvell Wynn. That's a fly ball to right field. That's 2 away. So Pirates down to the last out. It's Lee Mazzilli. Last chance. Sutcliffe going for the complete game shutout. 6-9. 6-9 for Sutcliffe against a switch hitter batting left. Ground ball to second. Sandberg's got it. Throws to Durham. And that's the ball game. The Cubbies win the first game of the Sutcliffe replay by the final score of 2-0. Sutcliffe pitches a complete game shutout. And I'll be right back with the totals. Alright, as we review the score sheet here. Again, this was played on June 19th, 1984. It was Sutcliffe's first game with the Cubs. And he shuts out the Pirates on a 3-hit shutout. Cubs win it 2-0. They only got 5 hits of their own. Pirates only left 2 on base because one of the guys that reached with a hit was doubled off on a double play. And the Cubs left 5. Sutcliffe, great outing. 3-hitter, no walks, 10 strikeouts, complete dominance. Never really in trouble. The Pirates really never got a guy to second base. I mean, they had 3 runners on third base, and I'm on first base, and that was it. So nobody ever got in scoring position. And, you know, of course, the 10 strikeouts really took care of that. Tudor, in his own right, pitched very well. Only gave up 5 hits in 7 innings and 2 runs. But 3 of the 5 hits he gave up were 3 doubles in 4 batters here in the 6th when the Cubbies got their 2 runs. So, Sutcliffe 1-0 to start his replay. And his next outing will be against the St. Louis Cardinals. And he'll be opposed by left-hander Ricky Horton. So, hope you all enjoyed the Sutcliffe replay. And if it seems like people enjoy it, then I'll put more of the videos out. Some of these I may do offline. I haven't decided yet. I'm also, of course, doing Play Madness and things like that. So, I'm trying to mix things up and keep things fresh. And these pitcher replays, whether it's the Gibson replay or the Ron Guidry replay or, what have you, Seaver replay, they all seem to be very popular. So I said, well, I'll try it out and see how I like it and see how you guys like it. Wanted to pick something a little different, so I figured a journeyman pitcher named Rick Sutcliffe, who really didn't do anything through 1983, then all of a sudden goes to the Cubs and finds stardom. I thought that might be a little bit of an interesting thing to do. And of course it gives me a chance or excuse to be able to pull these 1984 cards out and use them for a change. So that's going to do it from here. Hope everybody has a great day playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And until next time, with hopefully a better voice, I will see you all down the road.